We are here at Beverly, Washington, and early in the morning we hear the wing-wing blackbirds during their chirping away. And we got a good look at the concerts for today's 4th of July Freedom Train. It's out in the yard nearby the shops. And we got a good look of the Little Joe, a museum piece, and it actually runs. Except it needs to have the power generator car to keep this big locomotive running. So the Little Joe's not going to be running today. So we are in for a treat. Later on, the local's switching job is going to be heading out today, and we're going to follow it to West Kennetas after the crew comes online. We'll be ready. Right here at Beverly Junction, milepost 5.2. Once was a wide track, and lead branch off and head down south of the gorge. Now it's a scrap metal place. So there's no work here, so the train's heading to the interchange point. Oh, there they go, on their way up to the South Mountain grade. I think those Jeeps are going to be working hard. They say those Jeeps are not, it's not pulling along of a train, except it's up in 1/8. Except they're struggling. Except it sounds music to our ears to hear these Jeeps working hard. Well, the Jeeps are taking it easy, heading down grade. So it's not too far away from the West Kennetas. And it isn't far to the town of Kennetas. It's just down a ways, where they're going to make the interchange point with the Carter Incorporated Railroad. train was already departing, went past through West Kennetown, and we kind of almost didn't made it here right after we had our lunch. Now the train's heading back to Beverly. We didn't realize at first, except they dropped off 109 at the town of Kennetown, and now the 759 is on the point, downhill running. So I guess we figure 109 is gonna be placed there in Kennetown for do some more switching, and take the rest of the train to Beverly. I say that horn sounded terribly. There must be something in the trumpet that's making that sound. It sounds like something's in there. Hope it sounds better when we get to Beverly. I guess this crew's got to tie down for today and go in the depot and sign out and head for home. Yeah, it was something to chase them today. On the next day, everyone's out and about, and a lot of people at the platform behind us. Guess they're getting ready for the steam up event to start for the July 4th celebration. It's crowded on the platform, and there's some locomotives in the roster we haven't seen yet. Right out of the blue, we heard a whistle off the distance. The 5304 is on the move. The crew is putting on the show for the rail fans on the platform at Beverly. When the crew was done servicing the steam locomotive, the 5304 is on the move. 5304 will not have a problem going up the South Mountain grade. Only a couple cars stopped it, and also it was getting a head start.
Right here.
So that means it's gotta be in for speed up the South Mountain grade. We have returned to Beverly because we were having a hard time catching up with the 5304. Rail fans and a motorcade is following this train. Plus it's heading to Kielum. And it's going to be doing back and forth running. Kielum to Ellensburg. Even so, there's more action in Beverly is gonna take place here right about now. Number 6 isn't no stranger to the Milwaukee Road and the newly formed of the Milwaukee Southern Railway lines. Get her back in operational standards. Former glory. Number 6 is going to show us what the logging railroad days was like. And it's hauling a short log contest. It's making a run to a sawmill. One shot it isn't enough for eager rail fans around about. They want to get another shot of the log train. But later on, they're going to represent a fire train. Our steam photo freight finale is about to show, and there's other locomotives with number 6 in the contest. Milwaukee Valley Railroad, they started out in Nepvine, Washington, and made their merry way to the Milwaukee River when they were going to join the Milwaukee Road in Morton. So the railroad didn't successful, made it all the way through. And the number 2 sat inside storage for the whole entire time. And nobody even knew the locomotive existed. Until now. Some group of individuals spotted or went inside this old barn where number 2 sat and contact the Milwaukee Southern Railway Lines to get this locomotive saved. And they did so. Now it's fully operational and it's saved by the hands of the steam crew for the Milwaukee Southern Railway Lines. Valley Railroad number 2 is doing the shuttle, the platform in Beverly, into the Cinder Grain Corporation, so the people is giving the tour of the facility. These 2 steam locomotives are probably gonna show in the Snowball Express. Hopefully, if they're plan it right. 5304 is returning home after a long day of running excursion train from back and forth from Kielum to Ellensburg. Now it's heading back on the South Mountain Grade Sub, and I think the crews are eager to head for home. (3404) had some problems when they got back to the locomotive shops in Shawneetown. So, I guess the pair of the diesel locomotives had to follow up with the excursion with the Msrl employees. Had to do their special thing. Milwaukee Southern Railway Lines employees gonna have their fun today when they're gonna see the fireworks display in Ellensburg. The remain of the Milwaukee Road Hiawatha business card train from the Msrl is heading back home. And I guess we're gonna call it a day. We We saw a lot of stuff. We saw a lot of action, especially the two newbies of the two locomotives. Oh, they've got the Msrl has plans for them for sure. I hope you guys enjoy this, and hope you guys have a safe 4th of July. See you then.
Traveling far.